Hi friends, welcome back to part 2 of me making my new journal for the start of 2025. Sorry my voice is slightly worse today, but we're just gonna roll with it, so please bear with me. If you missed part 1 where I transformed a composition notebook to create my journal, I will have that linked in the description. The feeling I get when I think of 2025 is a super strong energy of deep transformation. And because of that, I really wanted to be extra intentional about how I'm starting off this brand new year, a brand new chapter of my life. And so I do typically like to reflect on what I want to bring into the upcoming year and what I want to let go of. And for a few years now, I've chosen a word or two that kind of sums up the feeling that I want to focus on. And as I said before, for the sake of being very intentional with my energy and my thoughts, I really wanted to be more specific on the main things that I want to feel and accomplish in 2025. I don't really make New Year's resolutions at all because I just feel like those fall off pretty quickly when we're just focusing on things. But what I think helps to create deeper, more sustainable change is when we focus on feeling. So I asked myself, how do I want to feel this year? And without getting into too much personal stuff, it all kind of boiled down to me just feeling this deep faith in the universe and belief in myself. Belief in my body, in my power, in my abilities. So believe resonated very deeply for me, and this is my overarching theme for the year of 2025. I also had a few other words that were floating around in my head as sort of like sub-themes, if you will. I really wanted this opening page to feel very bright and sparkly, so these words emanated just a lot of light and happiness when I opened up my journal. I used some metallic acrylic paint to write out my words and just created some little dots and hearts that I spread all throughout the page. And then once everything dried, I went on top of it all kind of haphazardly and just painted some glitter paint. I also just love the texture that paint gives to a page when it dries. It just makes it so crinkly, and I love turning a crinkly page. Do you? I then decided that I wanted to have a pocket on the inside of the front cover because I had some other little personal thoughts that I wrote down that I just wanted to keep tucked away. So I just used some scrap cardstock and I mixed the pink and gold paint that I used on the previous page. I just mixed them together and painted the whole pocket. And I really love the pinky sort of rose gold color that it turned out being. Here's where I painted over everything with the glitter acrylic paint once all the words had dried. I had some of this brown floral scrapbook paper sitting around, and I glued that to the inside front cover before gluing down the pocket. And with some extra scraps, I also die cut the year 2025 and I glued that to the pocket. Here I'm using one of my free digitals that's available for you to print in my Ko-Fi shop, and I'm tearing out these precious little birds to use as a journaling card where I wrote down further thoughts on what my theme for the year means to me, and then I just tuck that away in the front pocket. Now on these pages I'm working on a spread where I'm going to write out my main goals for 2025. The prompts I used were created by a YouTuber by the name of Lavendaire, and I found these questions really helpful for just really zeroing in on what kinds of things I want to be able to continue to do or incorporate more of that I think will help me to cultivate and embody the energy that I want for this next year and even beyond. And next I'm creating my January calendar, which I don't typically fill in a whole lot on my monthly calendar because typically what I do in a day will just go on my daily page. But I do like recording the weather most days, sometimes the lunar cycle, my menstrual cycle, appointments, birthdays, or even just some plain old stickers. I mostly just do this page just for fun rather than practicality. So I'm gonna go ahead and save my throat and end this voiceover here, but thank you so incredibly much for being here and for all of your kind comments. I'm always so blown away by the support and encouragement I receive, and I'm just so grateful. Even if you're a silent watcher, thank you so much for being here. I truly have so much love for all of you, and I hope you all have a really safe, healthy, and a happy new year. Bye!